everybody, welcome back to ErickaChanel TV, and today I'm going to be doing another video with you guys. I know it's been a little while, so I want to make sure that I keep these videos flowing and going. The video that I'm going to be doing today is a mom tag video. As you guys know or have remembered in my previous video, I did say that I am a mom, so I'm just going to answer some questions that would be geared towards moms. The first question is, how old were you when you had your first child? When I had my son Jaden, I was 26 years old. I think that was a good age to have a first kid. If it was up to me, I would have been married, but life happens. But I was 26 years old when I had Jaden. What was the hardest thing about being pregnant for 9 months? Really have much of a hard time. I actually really enjoyed my 9 months of pregnancy when it came to my physical body and what my body went through. I learned in my second trimester that I couldn't eat anything after 8 o'clock. And if I did, when I wake up the next morning, let's just say my stomach wouldn't agree with it or Jaden wouldn't agree with it. So that was really my only big thing. But outside of that, I enjoyed being pregnant. Definitely would do it again. Yeah, I can say that I was pretty lucky. I didn't have many dislikes about the 9 months, at least with my physical body when it came to being pregnant. The next question, any good things you enjoyed during the 9 months? I enjoyed eating. I enjoyed eating anything I wanted without having to worry. I will say that after, you do suffer from eating anything you wanted, but that was one thing I definitely enjoyed, eating. Another thing I enjoyed is that I get really cold really easily. I don't know if I'm borderline anemic or anything. I don't think I am, but I normally get very cold really easily. So people will go, girl, you haven't. See, when I was pregnant during the summertime. So people would be like, girl, you're gonna hate being pregnant. It's gonna be so hot. I think Jaden regulated my temperature. I wasn't really cold. I would have to go to the movies and bring a blanket. Didn't have to bring a blanket. So I think for me, I enjoyed the eating, and I enjoyed that I wasn't really as cold as I normally would be. Next question. In your opinion, were all the things you heard about childbirth accurate or way off? In my opinion, yeah, it hurt. I was so tired. Yeah, I would definitely say that it was accurate. I feel like with childbirth, I was able to take what I heard and then what I assumed and actually be able to take my own thoughts of what I thought childbirth was. And did it hurt? Yes, it hurt a lot. To me, I could describe it as if you're on your time of the month and you have your period cramps, it would be that times 10 times 20, depending on your tolerance of pain. But that's literally what I would describe childbirth. One thing that I will say that did surprise me was the fact that literally when I had Jaden, when Jaden came out, all that pain and it hadn't, I don't want to say it had nothing to do with that, but it really, I'm not even connecting it as like, oh my God, my concern at that point was my child. I didn't care about anything. Literally, it wasn't even about that. Literally, when Jaden came out, the pain stopped. I don't know if other moms can say, yeah, they experienced the same thing, but for me, pain is a big thing. I do not like pain. I do not like needles, anything. For me to say that I don't like any of those things, it's actually surprising that I would say, oh yeah, I would do it again. But anyway, the fact that literally the pain stopped, it was like a miracle. Like I couldn't I figured after I would have Jaden, the pain would probably still be there. No, it literally disappeared. So that's one thing I will say that no one did tell me about, and it caught me off guard for sure. Would I have handled childbirth differently if I could redo it? The only thing that I would do differently about childbirth, and my mom thinks I'm crazy for wanting to do this, is actually having my son at home. If I ever have another child, I want to stay home when I do it. I don't know, I just feel like that's something I definitely would want to give a try. Of course, have the necessary people who would be there to make sure that me and the baby are okay. But that's the only thing that I would redo. I would, instead of going to a hospital, I would stay home. What would be your advice for someone who is about to have a baby? My advice for a mom who would be having a baby would be to just enjoy every second, every minute, every hour, every day, because your son or daughter is gonna grow up so fast. Jaden is now 3 years old, and I cannot believe that I had Jaden 3 years ago. Like, it definitely enjoy every moment. You say when you have your child, oh, I can't wait for this milestone, I can't wait for that milestone, and then one day that milestone is gonna come, and you're gonna go and you're gonna say, I miss when, like for me, I miss when Jaden was between, I say all the time, the months of 6 and 9 months, because he was a little more active, but he was still that little baby. So yeah, definitely, I definitely would say enjoy every moment that you can and don't regret it. What has been the hardest thing about being a mom? The hardest thing that I would have to say about being a mom would have to be just making sure you do everything as perfect as possible. And not everyone is perfect. You're not perfect. I'm not perfect. But it's just, you just want to be the best mom that you could be. So I would say that's just really hard, because granted, there's going to be times that you're going to mess up, and you shouldn't beat yourself up about those times. But still, that's just would be the hardest thing, because everyone wants to do what's best for your kid. And granted, that what's best or what you believe might be what's best might not be the easiest thing. But for me, I just feel like that's just the hardest thing. Another thing that I would say that is a little bit on the funny note is just getting used to always having to be up and alert. I love sleeping, so when Jaden wakes up early in the morning, I'm just like, oh my gosh, don't you want to just sleep for one more hour? Because I've always loved my sleep. But that's just something that comes with the territory. So, but it does get a little hard sometimes. That's why you adjust as a parent. So I know if I like my sleep, I'm not gonna be up late at night, because I know that there's a good chance that Jaden's gonna wake up in the morning, and I need to be up and ready to be a mom. So I would say that's probably one of the hardest things about being a mom, at least for me. What has been the most rewarding thing about being a mom? I would just say seeing Jaden's face, seeing Jaden smile. I love hearing his laugh. He's 3 years old, so he's using his words and his sentences a lot better as the day goes, but also as the day goes, but also, even though he's using his words better, as he gets older, he still has his little baby moments and his baby ways of saying things, and I think they're super cute. But I really would just say, just being a mom and seeing him every day and seeing him happy, that's the most rewarding thing for me. What is the best memory you have involving your child? I would say, I don't know if I can say I have the best memory, because Jaden is only 3, so I feel like there's gonna be so many more memories to even come. But I will say right now, it's not one specific memory, but I just enjoy going out and doing things with my son. I feel like having those memories is just great to always have. Just recently, me and my son went apple picking, and granted, that's something that's, maybe not the biggest thing to do or the most expensive thing to do. It's not even about that. It's about just spending time with your child, creating those memories, and creating memories for him. He might not exactly remember everything, but that's what cameras and phones and videos and pictures are for. So I take pictures and I take videos to be able to show him, so when he's older, he could see them and see that, me and my mom, we did things together. We had so much fun together. And for me, I feel like that's just great, a great memory, or memories that I could say that I have with my son. What is the most exciting milestone? The most exciting milestone for me, I cried when this milestone happened. It was the first time Jaden laughed and I heard him laugh. When I heard him laugh, I was so happy, I cried, but I also was so sad. I was sad because Jaden, I just knew that that was the beginning of many more milestones, many more moments of him growing up and me not liking that he was growing up, because like I told you guys before, I loved when he was between the months of 6 and 9 months. So if I could have it my way, he'd stay that way. But yeah, I would say that was the best milestone for me, was hearing my little man laugh. And to this day, I love hearing his laugh. His laugh is so funny to me. His laugh makes me laugh. What is the worst thing my child has ever done? The worst thing my child has ever done, I would have to say, was kind of recently. He actually literally, so Jada's getting to a point right now where he's getting into anything. I can put something away. I don't even have to necessarily have it out. I'll have it put away, tucked away, in its box, like put away, and Jaden finds a way to get to it, even though he has no business getting into it. So one time I had this, and thank God I was there. I had a light bulb, and it was, again, in the foam. The foam was in the box. The box was in a carrier that I kept all the light bulbs in, and then it was tucked away, and he went in, grabbed what was tucked away, grabbed the carrier, unzipped the carrier, unzipped the box. Like he did all the steps. And then all of a sudden, when I saw him in the midst of it, doing it, I said, Jaden, what are you doing? And it startled him, and he dropped the light bulb. And I was so upset that day, because I was just like, dang, like he's getting into things he has no business getting into. It wasn't like I just had the light bulb just out and about. I had it tucked and packed away. I had just got the light bulb, so that's why I consider it kind of like the worst thing, because I just bought it. But that's what comes with the territory, I guess. And as a mom, especially a new mom, first time mom for me, you learn when you think you have something tucked away, when you think you have something put away, put it away more, tuck it away more, because as the older he gets, the better he's getting at opening and getting to things. So yeah, that's what I would have to say is the worst thing that Jaden's done so far. Next question. What habit did you wish your child didn't have? I guess I can say one habit I wish Jaden didn't have, but I kind of feel like all kids have that, but who knows? Maybe not all kids have this. Jaden repeats himself over and over and over again. But it's not even like on everything. It's when he wants something. And he could say, Mommy, can I have a snack? And he will keep asking me and asking me. I could even say, okay, Jaden, but if I'm not doing it in what he thinks is fast enough, he would say, again, Mommy, can I have a snack? Or, Mommy, can I watch his favorite movie right now? Or one of his favorite movies right now is Incredibles. Mommy, can I watch Incredibles? Can I watch Incredibles? Can I watch Incredibles? And I'm like, oh my gosh, like, yes, you can watch Incredibles. Like, you don't have to ask me 50 million times, do you want to watch Incredibles? But yeah, that was one I'm hoping one day, sooner or later, Jaden will get out of that habit, because it's like, listen, little dude, I can hear you. And then if it's something that he doesn't need, like sometimes he wants candy, and I'm like, you can't have candy today. Or not today, but you can't have candy right now. You have to eat dinner first. Oh my goodness. Jaden will keep asking me and then cry about it because he's not getting his way. But Jaden just turned 3, so I'm hoping that these terrible 2s stop sooner than later. So, what habit makes you most proud? What habit makes me most proud of Jaden? I would have to say there's like so many things that Jaden does that I'm just proud of him. I can't really say there's any specific one. So I really don't feel like I have an answer to that question, because anything that Jaden does, I think just the fact that he's just so smart for his age. And of course every parent says, oh, my kid is smart, but I do like that he's smart, and he's smarter than sometimes he wants you to believe he is. He tries to make it seem like he doesn't understand something, but I've learned that Jaden understands a lot of what's going on around him. So I would just have to say just the fact that he's just smart. He's learning every day. The daycare that he goes to, his daycare teacher is pre-K certified, which is great. So since he was going to daycare since he was 1, he's been learning his ABCs, colors, and everything of that nature. So I guess that's what I can say for right now. But I'm pretty sure as he gets older, he's gonna have something specific that I love about him. Just right now, I love everything about my child and everything that he does. Do you share any similarities with your child? Do I share any similarities with Jaden? I would say me and Jaden have a lot of similarities. My family says that Jaden is just like me, which is fine. But we're both silly. We both laugh a lot. I would say that's the most direct or most noticeable similarity that me and Jaden have. But yeah, we're just both funny, and I hope that he carries it on for his life, for his whole entire life, because yes, there's going to be ups and downs, but I love the fact that Jaden is laughing. You have to find the great moments, the happy moments, the fun moments, because if you don't, you're just, then what? You're going to be sad all the time. And yes, there's times you want to be sad. I get that. But me and Jaden can definitely say that we laugh. We laugh together all the time, me and Jaden. So I hope he never really loses that. I hope that's something that he always keeps. Where would you like your child to be in 10 years? In 10 years, Jaden's going to be 13. So I would just hope that 10 years from now, Jaden is where he needs to be for his age and whatever that may be, because that could vary. I don't like how sometimes people can put labels on, well, by the time you're this age or by the time you're that age, you need to be doing this, because it doesn't always go as planned. But overall, I definitely would just want to see Jaden happy. I want Jaden to be happy. I know at some point he's gonna think hanging out with his mom isn't cool. So I do hope that he still enjoys something about hanging out and being around me when he is around me. In 10 years, he'll be a teenager. So that's going to be a whole different type of adventure. But yeah, that's what I see for Jaden in 10 years, really. Next question. What is something that having a child has taught me? One thing is that if you thought life was easy before a child, it's definitely not easy with, especially when you do it a lot by yourself anyway. But I definitely would say it's taught me to love, to not be selfish, to have someone that you need to take care of, you want the best for them. That's something that I could say it taught me. Next question. Do you imagine that you would be a mom at the age that I became a mom? Yeah. Not the way it happened, no. But when I was a little girl, I was like, oh, I want to have my kids by 24. That's what I was saying. But I also said I wanted to be married when I had my kids as well. So based on my age, yes. But how it came along, no. I would have wanted to wait if it was going to be in that way. But age-wise, yeah. I mean, 20 to say I wanted kids at 24, but I had my first kid at 26. I mean, hey. Describe your child in one single sentence. Whew. If I were to describe Jaden in one single sentence, I would just have to say that Jaden is the greatest, biggest blessing that I have ever had for me. If I would describe it even more so with describing him, I would say he is the most energetic, fun, and loving child that I know. I mean, Jaden is so happy. Like, I definitely have to start, showing him in my YouTube videos for you guys, because Jaden, some of the things that he says, he's funny. Some of the things that he does is hilarious. That's one thing I just knew when I met my son, when he was born, when he finally came into this world. As time went on, and I just got to see how he was as a baby and as the starts of a toddler, I'm like, oh, I know this boy is gonna have some things to say and he's gonna make me laugh. So yeah, that's how I would describe him in a sentence. And the last question is, how have I changed as a person since becoming a mom? How have I changed as a person since becoming a mom? I have changed a lot. I think becoming a mom has made me stronger, because I definitely would have to say that now it's not just me. I have another person that I am taking care of. But I also would have to say that it has also taught me to not, just because you have a child, you don't want to not have dreams set for yourself. The only change within your dreams is that it's not just a dream for you now, it's a dream for you and your child. So that's what I would definitely say has changed about me. It's made me stronger. It's made me want to do better, not just for me, but for my son, and work harder. Yeah, that's what I would have to say has changed. And I don't think that's a bad change. I think that's a great change, because you don't want to be in the same place you were a year ago in the present. And that's with or without a child. But now that you have this child, it definitely motivates you and pushes you to want to do more, to want you to do more and to do better, not just for you, but for that little one that you have. So that's what I would say has changed about me since I became a mom. But that was the last question. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Feel free in the comments that you can take any of the questions that I've said or asked today, and tell me what it has done for you, or what's changed for you, or just take any question that you feel like is your favorite and answer in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. Just thank you guys so much for watching the video. I will say I've noticed that the views that I've gotten in my first video, and I want to thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. I'm so glad that you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you guys continue to watch. And thank you so much, and I'll see you guys again soon. Thanks for watching ErickaChanel TV. Bye.